Hey, YouTube! It is I, the Pop-Tart Milkman. Ah, man, that last note that I get, that was brilliant. It was fucking brilliant. You have no idea. Wait, is he holding a magnifying glass? Yeah, I guess he is. Anyways, welcome back to my Scooby-Doo 9 of 100 Frights Let's Play. When we last left off, we had just gotten the soap bubble invention, the final invention required before we can begin our road to the final boss. That's it, folks. We are starting our journey to fight and defeat the second boss. Holy pajesus. Okay, but before I continue any further, I want to first and foremost fucking apologize. Oh my god, I have been so lazy. It's been about 2 months since my last update in my playthrough. And I apologize. I would have uploaded something last week, but it was the first week back to school, and I was doing a bunch of crap and some other shit, but I'm back here now, and hopefully I'm here to stay. Because now that school is back in session, I may be able to upload more often, because during the summer I sort of get off schedule, because that's when I sort of sleep in, and I'm just being lazy and all that other shit, but during school hours I might be able to get more done, because who studies? I know I don't study. I started my sophomore year of high school the other day. Yeah, I'm really smart, and yeah, there we go. Little Lab of Horrors, Pop 1. I managed to get my lowest grade last year was a C, and that was in geometry. Because math is by far my weakest subject. But I managed to get a B or higher in every other class, and I didn't study for a single test all year. And I was taking, and 4 of the 6 classes I was taking were honors classes, so I'm a fucking genius. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I'm getting a little off subject here. Okay, this is another reason why I love the game, with more creative level design with the fan and the floor again. Right now I'm trying to get the Scooby snack, but the damn bat won't get out of the way. Okay, yeah! Get out of the way, bat! Move it! Move it or lose it. I fucking got it! And now what the hell is this? Oh yeah, I remember now. Do not touch the floor. It is electrified, and touching the floor will result in you just automatically dying. It's like... Look at me, I'm running towards the wall. Oh, boy, please, please, oh, this level is both simple and hard at the same time. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. What you're supposed to do is simple, but when you get down to actually doing it, it's a fucking challenge. You get on those moving beds, push the buttons to get those blue swings up there moving, so that way you can get to the other side of the room and push the button to de-electrify the floor. It may not seem much of a challenge at first, but this platforming section right here with the blue swings is one of my favorite platforming sections in video gaming in general. Oh, I died. Because it's so much of a challenge, and yet the layout is pretty simple, but yet it's actually pretty challenging. And that's what I enjoy about games like this. Games that appear simple, but when you actually get down to actually playing it, it's a real challenge that can actually take you a while and some time to figure out. And it's games like this that make you think. Like Minecraft, for example. That game, out of every game in the world that makes you think, is by far #1 in my opinion, because all of the ideas for crafting and the developers come up with, but not every player knows all the craftsman tools that the developers come up with, so they're just experimenting with the crafting box, and you can just put many different elements in the player, and you can build weapons and all sorts of other stuff, and you can build your house wherever you want. So yeah, that game's great. Although the game is very boring when you play it alone, however, the game is really fun when you play it with other people. Like in PBG's Hardcore series, it looks really fun to be on there. I really wish I could, but then again, they don't know me, so... And I've got a long way to go if I'm gonna get as popular as them one day. Anyways, I realize I am epically failing at trying to, kill the floor. Wow, I never thought I'd ever say that sentence. Kill the floor. Oh my god. Alright, are you ready? Gotcha. Gotcha moving platforms. You'll never get away from me. Get the bed. Get the bed. Get on. You know what? I've been watching a lot of Harry Potter recently, and I don't really think of anything else to talk about right now. So why don't I just rank, in my opinion, Harry Potter films from worst to best. Number 8, in my opinion, it'd be Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. That film has always been my least favorite Harry Potter movie. I don't know why. It's like the only Harry Potter film out of this franchise that I can only consider to be mediocre, while I consider all the others to be fantastic. And it's also the only Harry Potter film that isn't somewhere on my my top 100 favorite movies list. No, no way. I take that back. It may be somewhere in the 90s, but all of the others rank up, uh, are among my 50s list. And well, yeah, I think all the other Harry Potter films may be in my top 50s list, but Prisoner of Azkaban will probably barely make the 90s of my 100 list. I don't know. It's just something about the fact that it's the only film in the franchise that you can skip and you'd still have a complete understanding of all of the other films. Like, all this film does is introduce werewolves and the map and just so much more other stuff that has like nothing to do with the series because it's the only film out of the entire franchise that Voldemort isn't in. He's not even mentioned in this film, so yeah, this film is definitely very, very skippable. Let's see. Oh, number 7. I don't know. The numbers 7 and 6 spot is very hard for me because I haven't decided whether I like Goblet of Fire or The Order of the Phoenix better. So 6 and 7 would make up those two films. So I'll talk about Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix, I liked. That was a great movie, and I liked the Dumbledore. And the best part about the film, in my opinion, was the Dumbledore versus Voldemort fight. I had like a little fangasm about that, and I haven't even read any of the books. So yeah, I'm a nerd, sue me. And Goblet of Fire, I really liked. I liked the games that Harry competes in. Going into the lake to save your friends, the dragon riding, all that other shit. It was just breathtaking. Number 5 would be the Half-Blood Prince. I know this isn't really a popular one by the fan standards, but I like this one. Mostly because I liked the. This is a spoiler alert. Dumbledore dies. I was saddened by his death, but I felt it was good. I felt that it fit the story right. It did. Right. I felt that at some point in the series, Dumbledore was going to die, regardless of how important he was. I just felt that he was going to die somewhere in the series. I thought it was going to be the 7th film, but hey, I also thought Vader wasn't going to say, I am your father. I knew about Vader was Luke's father before I watched the Star Wars films the first time, and I at first thought he was going to say, I am your father in Return of the Jedi. So, that just goes to show how quick I am to assume things. And I also loved the acting in this film. Malfoy, I at first thought he was just a major douche, but I actually felt sorry for him in the end. Number 4 would be The Chamber of Secrets. This was another film that isn't popular by the fans. At least it isn't. At least I thought it was popular. But then in the honest trailers, it was like the one that started it all, the one everybody hates. I was just like, what, really? That's one of my favorites. And then my friend Evangelist was like, ugh, because that is his favorite Harry Potter film. Although I didn't, I loved this film. I felt that it was stronger than the film I put at my number 3 spots, which would be The Sorcerer's Stone. The Sorcerer's Stone I place high on my list because that film made me a Harry Potter fan. I would not be as big of a fan of this franchise as I am if it weren't for that film. So I give all props to that film for making me love this beautiful franchise. And so part of the reason why I love it so much is nostalgia. I have so much nostalgic love for that movie. It's unreal. And what else? Oh, the reason why that was nostalgic love for it is only one of the reasons why I like this one more than the Chamber of Secrets. The other reason was the spider scene. Oh my god. Spiders are the one thing that I am scared of. I am not easy to scare. It is actually almost impossible to scare me. Scary movies don't scare me. And when friends walk up behind me, I just turn around and say, "What's up?" But spiders are the one thing that actually fucking terrify me. And when there was a giant spider talking to them and a whole shitload of other giant spiders just surrounding them, I about pissed my pants. That's one scene sucked my enjoyment out of the film. However, that one scene didn't suck my enjoyment out of the film enough for me to completely like the film. I like that it had the balls to terrify me. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Although I didn't like that scene, I understand what it was going for. It was developing Hagrid's character and his love for all animals. And when Ron, I was completely agreeing with Ron that whole scene where he was just like, "Oh, the spiders! Oh man, why couldn't it be follow the butterflies?" I was just like, I couldn't agree more with you. Anyways, that's it. I just de-electrified the floor. And there we go. And we are introduced to the Funland robot, the only enemy we hadn't seen yet, and now we have seen. Anyways, I'm going to quickly finish my countdown. Number 2, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And number 1, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Yep, the Deathly Hallows, it's fucking perfect. There was nothing I didn't like in that film. Performances, the action, the setting, the lighting, the dialogue, the characters. Oh my god, Neville grew some fucking balls in that movie, because in the first and earlier films, he was just that little fat nerd that was always getting hurt. But he stood up to Lord Voldemort, blew up a bridge with thousands of Death Eaters in it, possibly killing hundreds of them, if not all of them, and decapitated a snake with a fucking sword. Like, whoa, he really grew up since the first film. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, I am the PoptartMilkman, bringing you entertaining videos.